I was diagnosed with MS about 6 years ago. It was August of 2018. I was on vacation with my family. It's interesting because a lot of people talk about their diagnosis journey, and it was a long road of getting the diagnosis, not having answers, not being believed by doctors. And I had the complete opposite. It was just very traumatic. I woke up, exercised one morning, and went paralyzed down the entire left side of my body. And it went from thinking I had had a stroke to not sure what was going on to you have MS. I had never heard of MS. I didn't have any family with any autoimmune diseases. And so it was shocking. I was in so much denial. I actually didn't even begin treatment or agree to do any treatment for about 6 months. I got more and more sick because I couldn't accept that this had happened. And it wasn't until my neurologist gave me an ultimatum that if I didn't choose some type of course of action, she wouldn't be my doctor anymore. And so that's what made me finally say, okay, let me sit down and face this and, start to participate in, what was happening. So I started my YouTube channel, Marty's MS Life, during the pandemic. Like all of us, everyone was home, and you had time to kind of sit with your thoughts. For me, it was about a year into being diagnosed with MS, and so I was looking for support, looking for answers, looking for familiar faces, and I really wasn't seeing many people of color. It was predominantly middle-aged white women, and there's so much to be said about representation and seeing yourself. The validation in that, the isolation when you don't see yourself. And I thought about it and I said, well, why can't I be one of those voices? What's to stop me from using my phone and just talking about what, my day in the life is? I'm a filmmaker. I'm a storyteller, so it came really organically for me, and I just grew a following because it turned out people were also looking for brown faces that were living with this disease, and really living with it. I still work, I still travel, I still really try to have the fullness, of my life pre my diagnosis, and finding ways to just navigate with it and not let it take over the way that it does. And so people kind of liked what I had to say. And so it became an Instagram. I now have a podcast called Grace Through Pain, A Journey to Hope. And it's just been as cathartic for me as it has, helped people. I've just learned so much from other diseases that I didn't know much about or couldn't even pronounce. And now I've, just like dived in and taken that away, new friends, and then honestly, hope. I was brought to tears at the opening kind of intro of Phil talking to us about different patient stories that are in these clinical trials. And to be honest, whether these trials are effective for just the year or if it's just a month, it is something that is worth it and is just really exciting. So there's just so much excitement and hope that this is happening in my lifetime. I've said since I got diagnosed that I believe that there would be a cure for multiple sclerosis in my lifetime. And so to see it be so tangible and like it's almost there, it's very exciting. Just full of hope. Oh, now I really will cry. My support network is unmatched. I can't even, I definitely won't look that way at Jackie, but I have been so overwhelmed with just the love, the care, the wanting to know, wanting to learn. I have so many friends and family that tell me something that they read or discovered or looked up, or that they know I might be going through, or just asking me questions and trying to be educated and learning the right language and being receptive, giving me grace for, my bad days. And I know that that's not the case for everyone. I know that it is not something to take, for granted, but it has made this experience so much more possible to just get through by having that support. And so it's something that I have no choice but to start every day with gratitude, because there's always someone in my life that is reaching out to me to offer support, in real ways. Okay, well, there's actually something that's a hot topic right now that I have taken up, and it breaks my heart because I am a Disney adult. I love Disney, and they have recently changed their disability access service to eliminate everyone with a disability besides autism. So the only people that qualify for this accommodation are people with autism or something similar to a neurodivergent disability. So physical disabilities no longer qualify for access. And so I have written letters, I have posted, I have a few episodes coming out, different press engagements, because it's something that I understand when it comes to ADA that things are not a requirement. They're, accommodations. But a place like Disney has always championed the disabled and giving us a place to find joy, to have an escape, to be supported and not have to, defend or plead for what it is that we need. And so this new change is, it's just heartbreaking. And so it's something that I really want for everyone to call out the parks, posting it, messaging. You can go online and fill out a quick little form that this is something that you want to see kind of change. And so that's kind of the flag I'm carrying right now, is to get Disney parks to acknowledge and support all disabilities, physical, invisible, and neurodivergent.
Well, now I know what I have to do when I get
Thank
home.
you, Sarah. Yes, I really can't believe it.
Acceptable.
It's pretty wild. So, yeah. Thanks.
You're awesome.
You're awesome.
I'm such a fan of yours.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.